Hello and welcome to my page. PowerShell flow control refers to mechanisms that dictate the sequence of execution in a script. Key flow control constructs include conditional statements. If, else, else-if are used to execute code blocks based on specified conditions, allowing scripts to make decisions. Loops, for each, while, and do while enable the repetitive execution of code, facilitating efficient handling of collections or repetitive tasks. Switch statement provides an alternative to multiple if-else statements, offering a concise way to handle multiple conditions. Break and continue statements allow interruption or skipping of iterations within loops, enhancing control over script execution. Try, catch, finally blocks facilitate error handling by allowing the script to gracefully handle exceptions, ensuring robust and resilient code execution. Let's try these flow statements. For the if, else if, and else, let's try this simple script where we have a variable called $number. Our conditions would be, if the number is greater than 0, it will show an output saying the number is positive in green text color. Else if the number is less than 0, it will show an output saying the number is negative in red text color. The rest would be in the else statement, the output would be the number is 0. If you notice, I'm hitting the run selection since I have other sample scripts below. I would like to give you a sample where I want to create a separation line using the equals sign multiplied by 25. As a practical example, let's use the if-else statement in pinging multiple computers. In this example, I have a list of computers in my text file that will be pulled out by our command let get content for our variable $complist. The for each statement will reiterate each $comp in our $complist variable to run the test connection variable $pingtest. If the $pingtest result is successful, it will show an output of the $compname plus is online with a green foreground color. Else, if the $pingtest is unsuccessful, it will show us an output of the $compname plus is not reachable with a yellow foreground color. My list only have my local loop and a random 192 IP address. This simple script will be helpful if you are testing several computers in your environment. Going back to our samples, this PowerShell script employs a for loop to iterate through numbers 1 to 5, incrementing the variable $I in each iteration, and printing a message indicating the current iteration number. For this for each iteration example, our variable $computers is assigned an array containing the computer brands HP, Dell, and Lenovo. The for each loop iterates through each element in the array, assigning it to the variable $comp in each iteration, and then prints a message indicating the current computer brand. Let's move on to our next sample. This sample with a variable $count to 0 and then uses a while loop to print the current count along with incrementing the count by 1 in each iteration. The loop continues as long as the count is less than 5, resulting in the output displaying counts from 0 to 4. In this script, a switch statement evaluates the value of the variable $day. Depending on the value, it prints a corresponding message with different colors, green for Monday, blue for Friday, and yellow for any other day. Let's try typing Tuesday as our variable value. And yes, it's a regular day. How about Friday? It's almost the weekend. And Monday? It's the start of the week. This next script employs a for loop to iterate from 1 to 5. It uses the continue statement to skip the iteration when the count is 3, prints a message for other iterations, and uses the break statement to exit the loop when the count is 4. After the loop, it prints a message indicating that the loop has finished. For our last example, a try block attempts to perform a division by 0, triggering an exception. The catch block captures and handles the exception by printing an error message, and the finally block ensures that its contained code is always executed, regardless of whether an exception occurred or not. To better explain, let's try a practical example by getting a content of a non-existent file. Try-catch finally manages exceptions, enabling developers to attempt an operation, handle errors, and execute cleanup code for consistent behavior. Thank you for watching. We appreciate your support. Please consider subscribing to our channel and clicking the notification bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos.